Good morning, YouTube. It is 7 a.m. on a Thursday, and today we are working with zebra wood for our pin video for this week. So if you guys have seen me make pins before, if you've seen me make one pin, you've kind of have seen me make them all. So I say that at the beginning of every pin video that I do, because literally these pins are just the same every time I do it. And I can't remember if I've made a zebra pin. I'm pretty sure I probably have, but I still like posting pins, so we're gonna keep on doing that. So got the wood cut down, drilling our guide holes here. Really should have taken my time a little bit better about drilling these holes because they are dangerously close to the edge there. And surprisingly, it will not come back to bite me in the ass a little bit later. But once we get everything done and cut to the dimensions that we want, super glue, and then just putting our brass fittings in the middle, and then we'll come back and then start working on the lathe. So when you guys saw me drill those guide holes, I was crazy close to the edge, and I initially thought that I was gonna have an issue once I started the actual gouging, not the gouging, but turning everything on the lathe, because if you get too close to it, sometimes things tend to explode, and I really thought that was going to happen in this video, but surprisingly the project goes really well, no issues whatsoever, so nothing explodes, nothing flies off the lathe, and I had just enough material to get everything worked down to the way that I wanted to. And it's always a good thing when you expect disaster, but everything kind of works out. So that first piece goes really well. Second piece, I was like, okay, we got through the first piece. Maybe this one will be the one that explodes, but surprisingly, it doesn't. So get everything turned down really well. The zebra wood looks really, really cool. The stripes, obviously, that's probably why they call it zebra wood, look really, really cool. And I have an entire, I think I got like 4 or 5 more of these blanks to go. So looking forward to doing more of these pins in the future. But I think what was key to doing this, especially thinking that it was going to explode since it was so close to the edge of it, was just really taking my time, coming back, really just taking small, shallow little strokes, taking a little bit of material off at a time. That was probably the thing that helped me out the most, because after doing this for so long, I've learned if you just really take your time, take a small bit of material off, that tends to work out a lot better. So gonna go ahead and sand it. We go from 50 grit to 80 grit. Actually, reverse that. We go from 80 to 120 to 180. And that goes smooth, no issues whatsoever there. Then we're just gonna seal it with our super glue here. And I was really expecting it to kind of fray, or like the pressure of the tailstock pushing up against it was gonna crack it, but it ended up not doing that. I think there where I almost lost my fingers with the towel applying that super glue was probably the only bad thing that happened the whole video. So did that, then we're just gonna finish it with some polish here. Then you can really see the grain of that wood come out, which looks really awesome. So thankful that the project went really well, no issues, nothing exploded, and that's always a good thing. Assembly of the pen kind of gave me some issues in the early onset of it, but got everything into where it needed to be. All the parts fit exactly where they needed to go, and didn't have any issues once we started to get the assembly going. It's like riding a bike, but the assembly comes together really well. Everything's kind of rolling over, and then once we get that, we're going to attach the entire pin together, and then boom, we're done. And the project was a lot of fun. Really happy how this one turned out. So this week's pin video was a success. It's starting to warm up here in Texas, so hopefully we start working with acrylic here in a little bit. But there's the zebra wood pin. Not my best work, but not my worst work either. So all done, looks really cool. Really love the grain of this. So hope you guys liked it, hope you got something out of it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.